Hey guys, in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to use GitHub Pages to host your websites. Now, what is GitHub Pages? So, GitHub Pages is a service provided by github.com to host your static websites. Now, static website contains only HTML, CSS and JavaScript, nothing dynamic, no PHP, no Python, no Ruby, no backend services languages, sorry. GitHub Pages just lets you host your HTML, CSS, and JavaScript websites, or say static websites. And I'll be covering the same on this tutorial. So you might want to go to github.com and create a quick free account. Now I have my own account with GitHub, so I'll just sign in with username and password. Once you are signed in, by the way, I have my code ready with basic HTML and CSS and some JavaScripts, one little favicon, and my resume PDF file. Okay, so you need to create a new repository. Now, repository is kind of like a folder in your account. Now, repository lets you create a project folder which contains all the necessary files. So I'll create a repository. Now, name of repository is very important. You need to follow certain guidelines. You create your repository name, particularly for GitHub pages, like following. So, first thing is your username right here, followed by dot, followed by GitHub, followed by dot, and again IO. Description is optional, but you might want to put a little description. This is my GitHub Pages website. Cool. Now GitHub provides two kind of repositories. One is public and one is private. Now I have a GitHub private account, so I think you shouldn't have this thing right here. You shouldn't have private account. I don't know. But for GitHub pages, you need to set it on public repository. And if you want to initialize this repository with a README file, you are welcome to do this, but you can skip that part. Now create a repository. Can take a while. Okay, so now your GitHub Pages account is ready or GitHub Pages folder is ready. So you might want to upload your files or you can make one. I have done it already. So I'll create and upload files. I don't know if this will work or not. Drag files here to add them to your repositories. Okay, cool. I'll take this and upload everything. This can take a while, depends on your internet, but static file doesn't generally wait that much. It's just couple of KBs. It is uploaded, I guess. Yeah. Now this says commit changes. So what is commit? I just created a repository, okay? And I uploaded some files to it. Now I need to provide a message saying what I did, what I didn't, what I changed, what I uploaded, and commit is, I think, essential for Git. Add files, I upload, yeah, I did upload files, and this is optional. You may or may not want to add a description. Click on commit changes. Now this thing can take up to a minute or so. Yeah, I did upload a files. So this is a message. Okay, cool. Okay, so our repository is ready. Every file has its own data. Okay, first thing to mind is that your first HTML file should have name index.html. Okay, so if you have worked before with HTML, you know that first HTML file or your home HTML file is called index.html. So you might want to consider that. Now if I go to the saulia.github.io, still this is taking me to my default page. Actually my host has taken down the services and I don't have any access to my server, so I decided to go with GitHub Pages instead. Okay, now I have a domain name. This is my domain name, doublesaulia.me, but hosting service is not working. Silly. I have my domain name with namecheap.com. Once you got your domain name, I assume you have your domain name. If you don't have one, then you might consider purchasing one. Just let me quickly sign into my Namecheap dashboard. Okay, so here is my domain name. Now managing it is one crucial part. Go to advanced DNS and you might want to add some CNAME records and A records. Okay, so let me quickly delete this too. You do not need that. Right, cool. So click on add new record. Now this basically tells the domain name to go and point to these files on GitHub. Okay, create a record. Your host is gonna be at symbol and your IP address is gonna be 192.30.252.153. TTL, leave it automatic. Create another a record. Host is gonna be at again and IP address is gonna be 192.30.252 and 154 this time. Create another CNAME record. You can find it here, CNAME. And as far as host is concerned, you need to enter www and target is gonna be doublesaulia.github.io. By the way, this is your GitHub IO repository name. This is basically username. Okay, and TTL is gonna be automatic again. Where is the save option? Okay, yeah, right here. And click on save all the changes. It can take up to 30 minutes to 24 hours depending on load on the server. Namecheap and GitHub.io both serves thousands and thousands of requests per hour. So it can take up to a day. I don't know. Okay, so I just created everything I need. Now let me just quickly go to doublesaulia.github.io. It's still redirecting me to the page I don't want. So you need to create a new file called CNAME, all uppercase, CNAME, and just write one line, or this is gonna be your domain name. In my case, it's doublesaulia me. Where is the save button? Oh, right here. Created a CNAME record. Okay, and commit new file, and you can see this right here. This can take up to 30 minutes. Those I can't spell my name. github.io. Again, this is redirecting me to the website that I had recently or previously with my host, but he just taken down the services and I lost my every data and every websites. Whew. So everything is looking good. Records are good. GitHub repository is good. Now just give it some time. It will take up to 30 minutes to get done. CNAME record is added right here and CNAME record is added right here. Everything is looking cool. Let me pause this video right here and I'll be back once my website is up and running. Actually, GitHub created a CNAME record and it's pointing me to this dhavalsavalia.me domain correctly, but Namecheap is taking a while. Namecheap is taking a while to point domain to GitHub. It's still pointing domain name to previous host, but I don't want that because host. Okay, so I'm pausing the video right here. And there we made it. Now GitHub Pages is working totally fine. I can go to my domain name and access my website from anywhere in this world. So that is it. Our tutorial is done. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe to my channel and share this video among your friends. Cheers.